Hi, my name is Estelle, and this is my husband, David. Today we would like to talk about how to live a healthy life with a special need kid. So we as a family, I would like to actually share with my little history, how I came to US and why I started this healthy lifestyle. So when I moved to US, and David started introducing me that gluten free diet is very good, right? Or dairy free diet is very good.
Avoiding processed foods.
Avoiding processed food, that was the main thing, right? And to me, I just came to US and it was like a little wild, and it was very hard for me to actually adjust to this diet. But little by little, I was able to adjust it and actually start feeling myself a lot better, healthier, happier. And I'm not saying that this diet is gonna be to everyone and everyone should follow this. It's just our personal experience and our personal life, and we, as we said, we just want to share our journey. So that's why I think it's right to say what kind of lifestyle we actually pursuing in this journey. So yes, the diet is the main thing in our household. We eat very, very healthy. We do kind of change our diet. Either it's paleo, sometimes keto, or animal based. We didn't try true carnivore because I do believe eating the fruits,
yeah,
or eating the vegetables
or honey.
Yes, it's very, very important. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that making sure that you're healthy, it's very difficult for you to have a healthy child if you yourself are not healthy. I think more than 50% of the adults in the United States have glucose intolerance and are pre-diabetic, and I think a lot of that is because people eat a lot of processed foods. So eliminating processed foods is very important, and trying to reduce your levels of vegetable oils is also very important to decrease the linoleic acid. I think another very important point, and a very important point of focus, is it's very vital to accept your child for who they are and not let the stress of having a special needs child inundate you and affect your relationship with your partner. And remember that having a special needs child is something that is very stressful, because you're going to realize that life is not fair. It's going to add more, I don't like using the word burden, but more responsibilities on you. Perhaps you're going to be unable to bring your child to certain locations because the stimulus is going to cause them to react in a certain way that or their child isn't going to listen as well as a typical child. Your child might have some challenges. So cultivating a very strong relationship with your partner is absolutely vital, because when you are under stress, then your threshold to anger quickly or to get into arguments or to fight is going to be lower than it would have been had you had a typical child. So really cultivating that relationship with your significant other, not blaming the other person. I remember that for me, I was looking for someone to blame. I would replay certain situations, did I leave my child out in the sun for too long? Did I give him this? Did he eat this? Did this happen? Did this happen? And I was just racking my brain and making myself extremely anxious. It was a horrible situation. So remember that you can't go back and correct the past. So try not to point the finger and blame your partner, because the most important person in this journey to your child's success is the parents. So you want to make sure that you and your partner have a very strong relationship, that it's healthy, that it's supportive. Obviously there's going to be some disagreements, but that as long as both you guys actually listen to the other person and you empathize with the other person's viewpoint, even if you don't necessarily agree with them, then that is going to lead to healthy communication in the marriage, and your communication and your strong relationship with your partner is going to increase the chances that your child is going to lead a healthy life as well.
So yes, yeah, I agree with my husband that the strong bond and the good healthy relationship with your partner is the most important thing in this journey, because there's going to be a lot of stress. I mean, we do have a lot of stress, right, in our typical life, but when you have a special need kids, which comes with some extra thing, it's going to get even more stressful. So yes, I do believe that you really need to try to spend time together, or even like my husband, most of the time he's a workaholic, he works all the time, so I have to be with the kids, but there is no blame, like it's okay, he does the thing, I will do my thing, we just try to compensate each other, right? So if he's doing a lot of work, then I will do more therapy with Mark, right? And I will bring him outside and do my interventions with him, what I know, and that actually works very well. But what I'm doing to release my stress, because it's stressful to work with an autistic kid, as I mentioned before, that it's just a different manual, and you have to kind of learn everything very quick. So what I do, no problem. If I need my time, I give him the tablet, and I cook, I take care of myself, I listen to music, that's okay. Because the most important, people in this house, it's the wife and husband, mother and the father, Because at the end, we are the ones who is gonna just manifest this a negative energy, and your child is gonna feel it, if it's autistic or not. Believe me, they're gonna feel it. So that's why mental health, it's very, very important. So try to eliminate the stress as much as possible.
Yeah, that's so true. I remember for the few times, maybe we'll get into an argument once every 2 months, and then if we raise our voice or if there's just even negative energy, then Mark will come and he'll hug us, and he'll just try to bury his head in our bodies to kind of escape the negativity. So making sure that you take care of yourself and you reduce and mitigate stress. And if that means that you have to give your child the tablet for an hour or so, you shouldn't feel guilty about that. Don't strive for perfection, because you can always do more. And if you strive to be perfect, then you're just going to drive yourself crazy. So just do the best that you can, and that includes doing the best that you can while taking care of yourself and your child. But don't think that you have to be perfect, because especially when you get that initial diagnosis, it's very overwhelming. You just don't know what to do. You have to find the ABA therapist, you have to find speech, find OT, you have to contact your insurance company, make sure everything is going to be covered. You're concerned about your future and the future of your child, etc., how your neighbors are going to judge you, how other people are going to judge you, how your friends, etc. So you have to make sure that you take care of yourself, that you're in a healthy mental space, and by doing that, that's the way, and that's the best way that you can take care of your child and give them the highest chance of living a fulfilling life.
Yes, that's so true about the blame. I think the worst feeling in this world, that's the blame. Anger. I disagree when the people say, oh, you shouldn't be angry. No, that's normal. This is normal, And the more we hide these emotions, that's gonna blow up one day, and that's not good. Feeling angry, it's okay. Feeling sad, feeling bad, emotionally drained, everything is okay, And the blame, that's the worst emotion that you can ever have, because you would think oh my gosh, if I'll go back just a little past, then I can fix everything, and that's gonna just drives you crazy and crazy. So that's why, please, that's a very, very, very low vibration. You don't need that. So blame, no, please don't go to this path. That's going to be very, very hurtful, very unnecessary. and you just like, that will drain your energy, and we don't need that.
I definitely agree. So please leave a comment below. We're going to come out with a lot more videos. Please subscribe to this channel and let us know your thoughts, and we appreciate your attention.
Oh, the one thing I would like to actually add regarding the diet. So I do have a lot of, since I've been in this journey for 3 years, I already have so many like parents who are like my already friends and always family, right? Some of them, they do follow the diet, others they don't follow the diet, you know, but the results are they're pretty much similar, could be, you know. But I just want to tell one thing, like just want to like show my statement where I am on my beliefs. So do diet fix your autism or cure your autism? No, it doesn't. As I mentioned, like there is no pill that you can give to your kid and then suddenly he's not autistic. No, that's not how it works. But diet can, especially nowadays with the quality of the food, I do believe that just to try to give them as healthy alternatives as possible, that will help to your kids to thrive. Any typical, atypical, it doesn't matter, that will help your kids to thrive.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and perhaps it'll decrease like ADHD symptoms or things of that nature, or if your psychiatrist or your PCP is encouraging your child to go on medication, then in many respects having a diet that's high in processed foods and fruit juices and things like that, then if you consume a lot of that food, then it might actually increase the number of symptoms that your child is displaying. Yes. Whereas if you eat a healthy diet, then your child might be less likely to exhibit those symptoms, and therefore they'll be less likely to be recommended for medication.
Yeah.
And they'll probably end up doing better in school as well.
Yeah, that's so true. For example, if we would give like to ADHDers, right, tons of sugar, how he's gonna, it's like fuel, you know, yeah. How they gonna like act? Of course they're gonna act out, they're gonna have even more energy if they, especially like very hyperactive, right? So yes, I do agree with that. Yeah, I think it's not for today, right?
Yep, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for your attention. Leave a comment below and subscribe to this channel.
Yes, thank you.